Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to explain you all various parameters which you should be looking at as an investor before buying cement stocks. Since cement is a raw material for infrastructural development, it forms the backbone for any economy and its development. Indian cement industry is the world's second largest producer after China and also a third largest consumer. Housing and real estate consist of 65% of share of cement demand, followed by public infrastructure and industrial development, which is 25% and 10% respectively. The Indian cement industry is dominated by a few companies. The top 20 cement companies account for almost 70% of the total cement production in the country. A total of 210 large cement plants account for cumulative installed capacity of over 410 million tons, with 350 small plants account for the rest. Of these 210 large plants, 77 are located in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan and Tamil Nadu. India has a lot of potential for development in the infrastructure and construction sector, and the cement sector is expected to largely benefit from it. Some of the recent initiatives such as development of 98 smart cities is expected to provide a major boost to the sector. Also, before picking up any cement industry, you should know that cement is a cyclical industry and huge capacity additions follow a period of increased margins and profitability. This in turn increases competition and shareholders can make hefty returns in this upcycle. So it is extremely important as an investor to time this cycle so you can make returns while stock prices are increasing. Selling at the top of the cycle will also save you from deep erosion of capital. The current scenario is quite challenging as lockdowns had deeply impacted this sector and construction activities had been brought to a sudden halt. Demand revival has slowly and steadily picked up with loosening of restrictions. However, this quarter is going to be challenging for this industry as demand is still not at par at the pre-COVID levels. Monsoons are also not the best time to work on construction activity, and this will definitely delay plans, pushing them to Q3 and Q4 of FY21. Now, moving on to the stock specific approach on picking cement stocks. You must first look at the company's top line and bottom line growth. Cement is a highly capital intensive sector, and it is very essential for you to see if its sales are continuously increasing. In the last 5 years, top line growth of major cement companies like Ambuja Cement has grown at a CAGR of 23% as compared to its major peers like Shree Cements and Ultratech, which is only around 15.5% and 12.5% respectively. In the same period, if the revenue growth is healthy and its cost is under control, the company's margins will improve. Along with revenue growth, a company should also demonstrate sound PAT growth. A growth CAGR of over 20% is an ideal figure to look out for in a cement stock. Moving on to the next factor, capacity and capacity utilization. Capacity utilization is an important concept. It is often used as a measure of productive efficiency. Average production cost is likely to fall as output rises, and so higher utilization can reduce unit cost, making a business more competitive. Ultratech Cement is a leader with the highest capacity of 115.6 million tons among its peers, and this is a major advantage for a cement company. Not only that, it is also considered as number one brand across India. The capacity utilization of a cement company is closely related to demand, which is viewed on a regional basis. A company who is operating more than industry average capacity is considered to be superior, and currently industry average capacity utilization is hovering between 50 to 60%. All our model portfolio companies are operating at or above average capacity utilization levels. Now comes the most important factor, cost per ton. A company who can effectively manage its cost can keep a good hold on its margins and in turn improve its profitability. For instance, if a cement company reports high top line growth but is unable to manage its cost, its margins will decline. Major costs for cement players are freight cost, power and fuel cost. The ability of the company to find cheap sources of energy to save its energy cost and being in close proximity to the consuming market to save its freight cost can be a major differentiating factor. Shree Cement has the lowest cost per ton in the cement industry of Rs 3097 2027. Also, it has effectively managed its overall cost and maintained 14.5% of CAGR growth over 5 years. That is why this stock demands such high premium in the market. A historical movement in cost per ton will give you a good idea of its decrease vis-a-vis the top line growth. Now let's move on to EBITDA per ton. This is the best metric to measure the profitability of a cement company. It is a result of a lot of small things done right. It measures a firm's operating income against its output. So basically it shows how much a company earns on every ton of its finished product. It also captures how effectively the company turns its output into profitability. Shree Cements has consistently outperformed even the major players in the sector, that is UltraTech. It has the highest EBITDA per ton of Rs 1,446 as against Rs 1,141 of UltraTech as of FY20. This is another reason why Shree Cement has scored over its peers. In the balance sheet, you should look at the net debt to EBITDA ratio. A company which has more debt is considered to be vulnerable in tough times, but considering the capital intensity in this sector, some debt can be considerable as healthy. However, the lower the net debt to EBITDA for a company, the better it is. Shree Cement has remained net debt free while increasing its capacity. It has also effectively managed its costs, hence, it has the highest weightage in our portfolio. A declining trend in net debt to EBITDA level over the years is what you should be looking at in a company. Turning to some return ratios, there are two important ratios you must check as shareholders: return on equity and return on capital employed. Return on equity is a ratio that measures the profitability of the business, and return on capital employed shows the profits a company can generate given the amount of capital used. Both these ratios are extremely essential to see consistency in returns to shareholders over the years. A cement player usually should have an average 5-year ROE above 8 to 9% and 5-year average ROCE above 10%. In this chart, Shree Cement has the highest average ROE of 16% and also consistently given 16% ROCE on an average in the last 5 years. EV per ton. EV per ton would be an ideal metric to value cement players, as this multiple will clearly depict the value of the stock compared to its annual production capacity. The average for this sector is around $110 and companies should trade below this average to truly justify buying the stock. Shree Cements is trading at highest EV per ton of $212 against its peers. Key risks and conclusions. There could be short-term regional demand risk in this sector, as most of the major cement companies have cut down their capex due to COVID-19 related uncertainties. Additionally, the recent rise in diesel prices will affect the freight cost of a lot of cement companies which are dependent on road transport. Large companies like Shree Cement, UltraTech are highly dependent on road transport than rail transport, and hence it would be prudent to see how they manage their costs going forward. Government initiatives play a big role in enhancing the capacities of cement companies. However, unfavorable government initiatives could impact growth in this sector. Also, cement companies are dependent on the government on raw material factors like licensing of limestone and coal mines. But overall, the cement industry is poised for a new era of growth in the demand as the economy revives. Due to the increasing demand in various sectors such as housing and commercial construction, the cement industry is expected to reach 550 to 600 million tons per annum by the year 2025. Thank you.